live and on the spot. Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Spot, GameSpot's live show we do every Thursday afternoon. We play a whole bunch of games, take your questions, and just, have a good time. I'm your host, Rich Gallup. Jeff Gerstmann, welcome back, sir.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
I'm ready to win the game for you. I'm ready.
Thanks.
Let's do this.
I'm getting a play in right now.
All right, yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm a little excitable.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I do know.
Okay.
That I did know.
But the NFL season starts today. National Football League games start today. It's the Steelers and Dolphins, so I don't really care about that. But football season is here.
What about your creepy, D&D-esque fantasy football
That
league?
is going as well. I have no one on either team.
So you really don't care?
I really don't care.
Okay.
But yeah, so in honor of football season starting, we're having football on the show today.
Obviously,
yeah. We have to.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, FIFA. FIFA 07.
Okay.
You mean football, not football.
It's football, right, Ryan Davis?
It's football, not football.
Oh, my
It's a totally
bad.
different thing.
Okay.
We do, EA is here with FIFA 07 for the Xbox 360. That's going to be awesome. We have the world premiere exclusive extravaganza of the Parabellum trailer. It's a crazy game that Justin Calvert saw in Leipzig and thought it was amazing, some Counter-Strike-esque thing. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. Star Wars Empire at War, Forces of Corruption. We're going to check out this expansion pack for the LucasArts RTS. What else? Test Drive Unlimited for the Xbox 360. This just came out. We're going to give you a little demo of that on the show. Mega Man ZX for the DS. And we will have no shortage of swearing with Scarface, The World Is Yours for the Xbox.
We're going to turn down the volume on Scarface, I think, because we might get in trouble if we play too much of it.
Well,
Jeff.
you might have to turn. It's like I've been kind of off mic for some weeks now, so I'm doing a lot more swearing too. So you might want to just turn me down.
That's great. We're also going to hear from people like you and Ryan Davis later on with the Rich Gallup poll.
People like me.
The PlayStation 3. There aren't going to be as many of them as we've been promised.
Yeah, I think they're going to have 7 on shelves or something. Yeah,
and we're getting 6 of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And we're going to give away some stuff later on.
Yeah.
But I am way hot in this Bill Belichick
you are.
uniform right now. It's like 3 million degrees in this thing. I'm serious. But yeah. So let's give me an opportunity to stop wearing this.
Okay.
You appreciate it. Thank you.
No.
All right, check it out. Ryan Davis just mentioned it. This is the world premiere trailer for Parabellum from Oconee Games. Check it out. The game is Parabellum. You can find that trailer on the site shortly after this show is over. Right now, and as we said, Justin Calvert found that game at Leipzig and loved it. And another game he got to see at Leipzig, we have right here live on the show right now. I'd like to welcome Simon Humber to the show. Hi, Simon.
How you doing, Rich?
Thanks for coming, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
You brought FIFA 07 with you. Now, we have to let you save some parts of the game to show off at X06 at the end of the month.
It's a sneak preview of FIFA today, so
We appreciate it.
Feel privileged.
We do. Jeff, do you feel privileged?
All the time.
Okay.
But double so now.
I can feel the privilege from Jeff. Just sitting here, the aura is immense.
So you're going to show us some one-on-one action here.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the arena.
Right.
And I'm going to talk about how we've reinvented FIFA.
Cool.
To what you see today.
You've been working on this version of the game for a couple years, I hear.
Absolutely. Ever since we got the development kits for next-gen consoles, we've started to build a new engine for FIFA. So the concept we want to introduce is that of athletic performance.
Cool.
We want athletes on next-gen titles to look and feel and perform like they do in real life.
Well, right now you have Ronaldinho up there.
So let's take Ronaldinho for a spin.
Let's see what he can do.
So the things you need to take note of when you look at him wandering around the arena are his momentum. So as he accelerates, his body leans forward. As he decelerates, his body leans back. The fact that his ball is always contacting the feet. So he uses the inside of his feet, the outside of his feet to touch the ball at each point, and the length of his stride or his cadence changes in response to where the ball is positioned in front of him.
So there are a whole new physics in this game.
Whole new physics. Every single player is running a real-time physics model, and the ball is also running real-time physics. So we get a system now which is very non-deterministic, in that the ball has a life of its own, and the players have to adjust their position in order to react to where the ball is. So for instance, earlier today, I was playing a game with a colleague, and I had a cross come in, and I was playing Peter Crouch of Liverpool in England.
Okay.
Big, tall player,
He's like
you may know.
3 million feet tall.
About 10,000 feet tall,
yeah.
Exactly. His head is in the clouds. And the ball came over really high, and Crouch managed to keep his foot on the ground, swing his foot around like a big giraffe, and volley it into the net, which, if you're an England fan, you might find quite amazing, although he is scoring goals at the moment. But that goes to show the context that's within the new engine. A smaller player such as Roberto Carlos might not have made that shot. He might have had to acrobatically leap into the air. But because we calculate everything in real time, we can calculate that Crouch is big enough to swing his foot and hit that ball.
Cool.
So given the context of the ball, the player, the speed in and out, we can change players' body positions in real time and come up with a really fantastic game of football.
So are there controls to go with all this physics? Is there some trickiness you can do with the ball with practice? Like
absolutely,
that right
absolutely. So the left stick's all about controlling the player, nothing unusual there. It's the context of the left stick and the right stick where using the right stick you can flick the ball in a different direction. So judging your pace, your angle against the defender's pace and his position, you can use the right stick to generate areas of space and take players on and win that one-on-one attack v defence battle, which is something that we've always been wanting to do in football games, and now the engine gives us the possibility.
So you're talking about that Peter Crouch kick you had earlier today. What is the craziest move that you've done without a shot, just dribbling the ball?
The nutmeg.
You've done it?
The holy grail of football. I have achieved the nutmeg on occasion. It's not something I would want to reproduce on live TV, but it is something that can be done within the engine. And try a curl free kick. Generally, it's possible to flick the ball one side of a player, run round, and get the ball on the other side of him. So it is possible to make your friends look very stupid.
Nice. Now,
hallelujah to that.
Since we are limiting this sneak peek to here, can we at least see a couple other players in action while we queue up Ryan Davis, who is taking questions from the audience?
Certainly can. Okay.
Wonderful. Ryan Davis?
I have a question for the audience. Derek Myers from Baltimore, Maryland wants to know, will the FIFA Lounge mode be included in FIFA 07?
FIFA Lounge mode is very much included. It's an enhanced lounge mode for the next-gen version, so you'll find some new cheap shots in there, a better scoring mechanic, and absolutely, we love that mode. It's a social enabler. Bring people around your house, have a couple of drinks, play lounge mode until the early hours, please.
Nice.
Yes, Derek.
Who are we seeing kick it right now?
We got Carlos Puyol now.
Nice hair.
Central defender. Bit stiffer to control than Ronaldinho, and harder to score with.
Has the athleticism though. There was a nice little hop.
Yeah, he's got animated hair as well. You'll see his shirt animates in the cloth. There's sweat maps in the game, and also he shoots like a central defender.
Jeff's favorite soccer player is Kaka, by the way.
Yeah. I've heard that one before.
It's a little known fact.
Is it? Yeah.
No, it's true.
Next question, Ryan Davis.
Emmanuel Gutierrez from Houston wants to know, I've seen some demonstration videos that in which the ball has finally gotten its own physics system. However, this feature was only shown on the Xbox 360. Will this physics system be in place on current gen systems, or will animated sequences still be used?
That's a good question.
The power of the console enables us to do things on 360 that we're unable to do on the current gen versions of the game at the moment. So what we're looking at here is something that's exclusive to 360 at the moment and exclusive to next gen machines.
Cool. One last question, please, Ryan Davis.
Abraham Vargas from Keystone Heights, Florida wants to know, are goalie skills improved?
He means keepers, Simon.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Keepers.
Goalie. It's the guy standing in the net.
Goalie translates to me. That's okay. Absolutely. The goalkeepers are part of the whole rewrite of the game, so they are a lot better. They are far harder to beat, but with real-time physics, you do get some interesting aspects to goalkeepers. I'll try and say there, for instance, the ball spills out and he recovers. Absolutely seamless animation. You never saw the character blipping anywhere to go and get the ball. So we blend the animations in real time. The physics cause those non-deterministic results, and we end up with some fantastic action out on the pitch.
Nice. Now, before we let you go, what else can you tell us about the Xbox 360 version of FIFA 07? Any features?
Sure. We've taken the opportunity in rebuilding the engine to collect a lot of stats, harvest stats during the game. So that's most apparent in our man of the match mode, where each tackle, each pass, each shot is evaluated, and at the end of the game, the man of the match is called out. So that might be someone who gets an 8 out of 10 after scoring 2 goals. So any gamers out there that could get 9s or 10s are going to show me that they're fantastic FIFA players, because that's a hard score to get.
Nice.
And equally, within the manager mode, that aspect of the game goes towards experience points, and gamers can spend those experience points to improve the attributes and buy traits with their players. So attributes are all about qualitative action, how good am I at something. Traits are all about frequency of action. So a player who likes to dribble trait is the kind of player like Ronaldinho who goes off on mazy runs, and so our computer characters will replicate that, and as we push the boundaries of AI further and further, we want that to be the driving force traits to describe the behavioural aspect of players and make them play like they're real-life athletes.
Nice. Well, Simon, thanks for coming by. The game is FIFA 07. It comes out in stores on current-gen consoles at the beginning of October and
Absolutely.
on the Xbox 360 at the end of October.
A bit later, I think early November, maybe end of October.
Sometime in there.
I'm just a mere developer.
It's fine.
You know.
You make the games, you let people worry about the other end of things. And we'll all learn more and see more of this game at X06.
Yeah, and I'll be delighted to come back after X06 to show you guys a live 11-11 demo.
You should come back, and we'll let maybe Justin play against you as Bolton. Who's your team?
Portsmouth.
Okay.
I played Brian, Bolton, Portsmouth earlier.
Who won?
Bolton are a big, physical, nasty team.
So you lost then,
yeah.
what you're saying. Thanks for coming by, Simon. Appreciate it. The game looks great.
You're welcome. Thanks very much.
We'll see you again soon. Hopefully right now we're going to toss it over to Ryan Davis, who's standing by with Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption.
That's correct, and I'm here with LucasArts Sean Sto. Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Now, you brought the game.
Yes, I did.
This is the expansion pack for Empire at War. What's new?
What's new? Well, I'm really excited because we've got an entirely new faction. In Empire at War, you get to play the light side, you got to play the dark side.
Right.
Now we pull the curtain back on the shadowy areas that hide the likes of Jabba the Hutt, and you get to play the corrupt side.
Excellent.
You play an underworld faction. It's a criminal. So it really blows the doors wide open, and it just gets players into a section of the Star Wars universe where they never got to play before.
Now, the head of this new faction is a new character.
Correct. All new characters for the Underworld. We've worked in some lore characters as heroes. Tyber Zann, he's ruthless, he's hardcore, he will do anything it takes to achieve his goal of taking over the galactic criminal empire.
Well, let's see what exactly he's up for here.
Yeah, well, what we've got here is I brought today, this is the first mission in the campaign. Tyber Zann is breaking out of jail. The prologue mission allows you to experience the relationship between him and Jabba the Hutt that results in him being in jail. And so he's got his faithful lieutenant, Uri Fenn, who is the character that we created entirely for this game. They're breaking out of jail on Kessel, and what I'm going to show you right here is one of Tyber's special abilities. He can bribe these stormtroopers to come over and work for the Underworld. Now, he can do this for any of the units in the game. Come on. It shows you what happens when you put me on the spot. So, there we go. He's moving on in. He's going to offer them some cash. We can see that now these troops are available directly for use by the Underworld. We can do this with vehicles as well. So it's really an exciting tactic. It allows them to get into a map with very limited resources and to be able to to go through and achieve their goals. So
now, are they able to generate their own resources as well, aside from just kind of stealing off of the enemy?
Well, actually, it's going to maintain the same mechanic as we would have previously, so that you do generate cash, but you generate in a slightly different way than you would if you were playing in the Empire and the Rebellion.
Okay.
You use a brand new gameplay mechanic of corruption, and I'll get to that in a minute.
That sounds fun.
So, they've got a lot of other great special abilities in here. Urai Fen has the ability to not force confuse, but he can. See right here, he's confusing these guys, so now they're dazed, they're stunned. It's a sonic stunner.
Can we zoom in a little bit on so we can get a...
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
So here's some guys in prison. They're waiting for Tyber to let them out. See, there's some combat going on right there. And
these stormtroopers look all silvery.
Well, these are the special prison guards for this map, and so we've got a lot of different races here on this map. Actually, there are just a bunch of different units that are in prison. Tyber's breaking them out. They're really happy to see him, so they're going to join up with him. They're going to help him achieve the goal of actually getting off of this map.
So far, your crew consists of escaped prisoners and corrupt guards.
Convicts, correct.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes.
Now, we're on Kessel here.
That's correct.
What sort of, this is obviously referred to in Star Wars, but what other sort of, familiar locations can people expect to see?
Well, we've got Bespin, the Cloud City. We've got Coruscant. We've got Kuat. I mean, basically, we're working with the same Star Wars universe, our galaxy planets, and we're just putting our own spin on them. We got new maps. We've got 13 entirely new planets in the game that allow the player to experience the Star Wars universe like they never had before. So what we're doing here is we're just moving our way through. We're going to attack we got some new Dark Troopers here. These are the level 2 Dark Troopers. These guys have these jetpacks, which are really exciting. See if we can jump right into the battle. You can see here's Tyber's guys. They're fighting for him faithfully. They're going to take out these Dark Troopers. And what happens once the Dark Troopers get taken out, they're actually going to trigger the escape for Tyber so he can meet up with Han Solo and Chewbacca, who they have tricked into coming onto the map. They think they're here for a spice run, but when Tyber and Urai show up, they offer them some more cash, and cash talks. Han's going to take them off the planet, and they're going to jump out to Galactic. And the thing to note here is Tyber's leaving behind everybody that's helping him. He really is ruthless. He doesn't even care that these guys have helped him so far on this map.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So does that sort of just that amoral vibe, does that permeate a lot of the missions?
Oh, absolutely. Well, what we've done is we've given the player a lot of options. Now, I talked about this corruption system.
Okay.
And where we are right here, there's going to be a series of dialogue that's going to take place here. I'm going to create a special brand new unit that we've created. It's called a Defiler. This is the corruption agent for the game. And what he's going to be able to do is spread the Underworld influence around the galaxy.
Okay.
And previously, we've done a huge overhaul on this system, and corruption now involves 8 different options. So among those options, you can go in, you can corrupt a planet in multiple different ways. You can set up piracy, you can do kidnapping, you can set up the black market, you can enslave the planet so that those indigenous units on the planet will come over and work for you.
So then that can just affect what sort of units that you have?
Oh, absolutely. All the corruption options have far-reaching implications because for everyone, there is a unique effect it has on the galaxy. So you can imagine with these different corruption options per planet, so as you play, every time you play the campaign or anytime you play Skirmish or anytime you play a Galactic Conquest, the way you corrupt tailors the universe. So it will have lower the production costs on the planet. It'll make the indigenous peoples want to fight for Tyber. If corruption is removed from that planet, they will revolt against the Empire or the Rebellion that have removed the corruption. The planet will go neutral. If the planet becomes uncorrupted, you can go back in and re-corrupt it using any of the different options that you have.
Now, can you corrupt a planet here, or can we get to some bad business right here?
That's what I'm doing right here. Tyber has told you part of his plans involve corrupting Honegger, which is an Empire-controlled planet. So I'm sending my Defiler, my corruption agent, over to this planet right now. And this will clearly show you the new interface that we've got. Well, if I dragged him to the right spot, if I could see where I'm going.
There you go. Almost.
It's not working for me. As usual, I get put on the spot in my own app.
Well, let's continue.
I have questions around
giving you a run for your money with questions from our live audience. Rich.
Our first question is from Zachary Jones in Novato, California. He wants to know if there have been any changes to the cinematic camera.
Changes to the cinematic camera, absolutely. What we've done is we've gone through and we looked at it closely. We've tried to identify every area where it really annoyed the players, and honestly it annoyed us when the camera would zoom off into the woods and it would just show you nothing. So definitely we're looking at the cinematic camera. Anytime we see something where it's doing something that it shouldn't, we're bugging that, we're getting Petroglyph to fix it, and they're really proactive and they really want to support the community and show the fans that, look, we pay attention to the big stuff, and the little stuff.
The little touches are the ones
got
that
it.
count. Rich,
You
you
got
got other questions for us?
Sure.
here?
Our next question is from Michael Gray in New Zealand, and he's echoing the same question a lot of people want to know. Everyone wants to know about more characters, and Michael specifically, Jedi in this game.
Well, more characters, absolutely. We've added a lot of new characters from lore. We've got IG-88. He appears as an Underworld hero. We've got Bossk. He shows up as an Underworld hero. Grand Admiral Thrawn makes an appearance in the campaign. You actually get to fight against him. He plays a key role in the way the campaign develops the campaign story. Jedi, we've got Luke, we've got Yoda. They both have their own special abilities. Luke has a lightsaber throw, like a boomerang, and it'll mow down a whole group of infantry. Yoda can go berserk, like we saw him in the films, and his melee attack, I mean, it's almost too strong right now.
So we're looking to see sort of expanded rosters, not just for the Underworld, but for these other factions as well.
Absolutely. Along with the 13 new planets, the whole new faction, 40 new units. I mean, the majority of the new units are on the Underworld side, but we have bumped up both the Empire and the Rebellion to bring them to the current time frame so that it feels really, exciting. In Kessel, we saw the Dark Troopers.
Right.
So, we've got TIE Phantoms, TIE Interceptors, TIE Defenders, just a whole, so much new stuff in this game. It's almost Empire at War 1.5.
It sounds fantastic.
I have one last question, Ryan Davis. I have to ask this question. It's such a good question.
What is the question?
All right, the question is from Nick in Australia. He wants to know, are there plans for other games with other factions? For instance, can I play as the corporate faction and do hardcore paperwork?
Well, that would be the faction that I get to play every day. And I don't think that anyone would really want to buy that game.
So that faction is just working at LucasArts?
Well, as exciting as it is, we just still do have to get the games done. And, there's some things that, unfortunately, that we have to do, like push that paper.
So when is the game coming out?
The game's coming out. We're looking at end of October, early September release window.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by.
Great. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Rich, what do you have? What's going on?
I have queued up right now another Rich Gallup poll, that clever play on my last name and some distant relative of mine. There's this news that's been going around about the PlayStation 3. Sony said they only have about 400,000 units coming for the launch in North America on November 17th. Should we be panicking? Not really, but I ran around this morning and asked a whole bunch of editors about it, and here's what they had to say. Hello, everyone. We're bringing back the Rich Gallup poll in light of the new news from Sony. The PlayStation 3, only 400,000 will be available at launch in North America, 100,000 in Japan, and 0 in Europe, as that launch is being pushed back to March 2007. Let's find out what the folks here at GameSpot think of this news. All right, Andrew, care to comment on the new Sony news?
Yeah, I don't know much, but it's bad news.
Ryan Davis, I don't know if you've heard, there's tragic news. There's only going to be 400,000 PlayStation 3s available at launch in North America, but Sony's saying they will still have more by the end of the year than Microsoft did Xbox 360s last year. Your thoughts?
Are any of them going to be cheap, like less than $600?
Aren't they? Isn't there the $500 version?
I really don't care. That thing is still so expensive that 400,000 is just about right for what the market for a $600 game console is.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey, what's happening?
I hear that there's only going to be 400,000 PlayStation 3s. We should all be running for the hills and panicking, right?
Whatever, man. We only need one. You need one, I need one. It's not like we need two.
Now they're saying that Sony's saying they'll still have more PlayStation 3s by the end of 2006, predicting about 1 million compared to the 600,000 that Microsoft had for the Xbox 360. Is this all like, public, blustering, or should we care, or should we be worried?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's going to be a shortage. There's going to be, eBay scams all over the place. It's going to be your typical console launch, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, this is a business that can't even bother to get its games on shelves in a timely fashion or get enough copies of games out places. Why would they start being sensible about getting hardware out there?
That's depressing, man. Thanks.
I know.
Hello, Tim Surratt. I hear that the PlayStation 3, there's not going to be that many of them. What's the haps? What's the word? What's your thoughts?
That is true. And it's going to be fun, because anything where there's going to be more fights outside of Best Buy, I'm all for.
In case you haven't heard, there's only going to be 400,000 PlayStation 3s. Your thoughts?
In North America, that's not that many, although I'm even more concerned about the 100,000 in Japan. Seems like there are going to be some crazy riots over there to get those.
One last question, which I actually have forgotten to ask everyone. What do you think this has, what effect will this have on sales of the Wii?
I don't think it will have any effect on sales of the Wii, because I think the Wii is going to do just fine, irrespective of its competition.
All right, Greg Mueller, only 400,000 PlayStation 3s that launched in North America. Are you worried?
No, I gotta say I'm not surprised, and I'm really not disappointed, because I wasn't gonna buy one at launch anyway, and all the big games aren't even launch titles. You know, Metal Gear Solid, Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy 13, that stuff's not coming out till 2007 anyway, so really, I don't care.
So there you have it. GameSpot's thoughts on Sony's news about only 400,000 PlayStation 3s being available at launch. No one was really surprised, but also sounds like no one was really planning on buying one anyways. So, yeah. What are your thoughts? Let us know. Back to us in the studio. And we are back, and I'm wearing the headset because Alex Navarro is here as a fellow Patriots fan. And while I will not put on the stupid hot sweatshirt, I will wear the headset for you.
You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate your Bill Belichick impersonation. Can you also act very poorly and awkwardly on the season finale of Rescue Me?
I can. It's lacrosse. It's a tough sport.
It's a tough sport. It's good acting by him.
You brought Test Drive Unlimited with you, sir.
Yes, I did.
On the Xbox 360.
It is on the Xbox 360.
Tell us about it.
It is MOOR racing.
Was it massively open
online racing?
Online racing.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Basically, the premise is that single player and multiplayer all kind of coexist in this one game world. And while you are driving around doing single player missions and whatever, there are also multiplayer races you can get into, and there are just other dudes online driving around in the city.
And you also have Morgan Freeman from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves in there?
No.
Moorish? Anyone get that one?
No.
Okay, let's play the game.
I didn't get that one, sorry.
What the hell are you talking about?
It came in over the headset. I'm taking it off.
Nobody ever saw that.
Fire your offensive coordinator. He's talking
Everything
crazy.
I'll do it for you. Let's
All
do
right.
the game.
So where we are right now is we were in this here garage. This is actually Jeff's garage. We're using his little thing. This is his basic car collection so far.
Cars.
That's
He
a
has some
sweet
cars.
car.
Check out this Nissan right here. And then check out this Audi. And then check out this sweet Chevy Corvette.
So the game
the hell's an Audi?
Real cars is what you're saying.
Audi, whatever.
It's real cars is what you're saying.
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of real cars in this game, and you can buy them and drive them around this city. We're gonna take this vehicle for a spin.
So you're taking a spin around Hawaii.
Yes,
Hawaii.
you were on the island of Oahu.
Nice.
And it is a realistically modeled Oahu, and it is big. It's real big.
How big?
I think the count is like 1,000 miles of real road.
That's a lot of miles.
That is a lot of miles, and it's very big.
Well, show him the map here. Zoom it out.
Yeah, here, let me show you the map.
Whoa.
All right, so yeah, all right, there's that. This is the area I'm in. Now let me zoom back a little further. Oh,
Okay.
damn. Oh, there's some stuff on. Oh, there.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of that, and then oh, geez.
Why show
a little
you
too
that?
far.
Why show you that? Oh, okay. That's clever.
Yeah,
It's like Smoke's fatality. It's like you eventually get to blow up the planet.
That would be awesome. But yeah, so there's a whole lot of ground to cover in this game. And granted, a lot of it is around the shoreline, like that's where most of the highways are and stuff.
Right.
But there's some mountain roads. There's some twisty stuff you can drive around.
Nice.
So let's get out of here. Let's go
Is
back
there drift racing?
Oh, geez, we're about to zoom in.
There's an e-brake, so you can get your drift on.
Indeed.
But you cannot become
Donkey
the
Kong?
Drift King.
No.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look, there's a dude on.
So you're online right now?
Yeah, you're just online. You just are online when you were driving around here, and
all the time in the game. Is there's an
I mean, you
offline
can play the game offline, but if you want to hook up with the random people online and do the multiplayer races and all that stuff, you pretty much have to have an Xbox Gold account.
Yeah, and basically, anytime you go into any race, any single player race, it basically isolates you from all of the other players.
Gotcha.
So you kind of get your own version of the world at that point. But
Yeah,
it'll let you kind of hook up
I'm
with.
gonna go there
with like 7 other players, and they'll just be rolling around, and you'll be driving.
So how many people will be online with you on Oahu at once? How many have you seen? Is it a bunch?
It's not so much the number of people that are on, right?
Right. Yeah. It's not basically. I mean, there can be hella people playing at once, but the zone, basically, there's a zone wherever you are, and it sort of instances it out. So there's only a certain number of people that can appear within your zone.
Gotcha.
So
that's 8 total.
Yeah, it's like 8 total, including you.
Yeah.
When you get a bunch of people online like that, does anyone obey the rules of the road? Do people stop at red lights, stop signs, take proper turns?
No,
or is it just total
Usually they just kind of run into you and then honk a lot, and then sometimes they challenge you and sometimes they don't.
I like to drive direct. I like to T-bone other players and then just honk the horn at them a bunch.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll turn on the headset and go, "Dude, get out of my damn way."
Yeah, you're the kind of player I don't care for so much. I think we got hung up here trying to connect to this race.
While you figure that one out, we're going to turn it over to Ryan Davis with some questions from the audience. Ryan Davis.
My man Roscoe from New Brunswick, Canada wants to know, is there any car customization, or are the cars cool enough that you just don't need that feature?
There is a mild level of car customization in the game. Basically, like, there are tuning shops you can take them to, and there are basic upgrade packages that you can kind of, that you can set up with, and they're mostly for performance. There are some minor visual upgrades you can get, but for the most part, no, not so much. There's not a whole lot of car
upgrades
customization.
in levels. It's not like you're like putting calipers on and doing whatever. It's like you have a level 2 car, you have a level 1 car, whatever.
And you can buy some rims when you first buy the car, but they're not great. There's no spinners.
There are some nice looking rims in that game.
Yeah,
I will say that.
How many more questions, Ryan Davis?
Of course. Joshua Salamone from Michigan wants to know, is there only one server for the entire online world? In other words, will anyone who is playing this game be able to see everyone else who is online?
I think we just talked about it.
Yeah, it's instance out, so it's actually not as easy to find other players as maybe it should be, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you can start up clubs with your friends, which is basically the game's equivalent of clans, and you can, if you want to basically hook up with your buddies on the regular that way, you can kind of do that. But
you can hang out in the parking garage and put the hoods on.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can do that.
Spin donuts and listen to country music real loud.
Yeah, real loud. That's how I spent most of my weekends. But but otherwise, no, it's not. You can't see everyone all the time.
I've got more questions.
Keep it coming.
Christopher Cologne from Utica, New York wants to know how many different cars are included. This is a question that a lot of people are actually asking. And can you drive the McLaren F1?
I believe I did see a McLaren F1 in that game. There's still yes, you can.
And there are, well, I don't know. If
there's over 90. There's over 90 licensed vehicles in the game. I don't remember if that includes motorcycles or not, but that is there are a bunch of cars.
What are we looking at here? Is this your house?
This is the house. This is one of Jeff's many pads here.
That's where I kick it.
I'm sorry. I think I saw a question.
Yeah, we have a question. It's from Tim in California. Can you ghost ride the whip?
Oh, jeez. No, I'm afraid not. In fact, you can't get out of your car at all while you're around. So,
can you get the car going down the road and then ghost ride the living room? Ghost ride the couch?
I would love to ghost ride the couch.
Yeah, you could get out and dance alongside your couch while your car goes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could do that.
Sure. So anyway, we're driving around the city.
I mean, I was doing that last night playing.
Is there music in the game?
There's some licensed music and stuff. There's it's mostly bands you've never heard of, but I was kind of stoked to see Metric is in there. I like them, but for the most part, no, it's no one I've ever heard of.
Don't get arrested.
What happens when you get arrested?
He loses some of the hard-earned money I've earned.
Get arrested.
All right, I'll see what I can do. The cops in this game are actually mostly pretty ineffectual, so they kind of chase after you for a while, but if you just keep driving in one direction and don't wreck into anyone for a bit, they just go away.
Except for the sweet glitch that just robbed me of $100,000 about an hour ago.
Yeah, that was
a real bummer.
That was kind of gross when that happened, but that was actually the first time I've ever seen that. So
the game is Test Drive Unlimited.
Yes.
It's in stores now.
What is this?
Right?
Yes.
And when will we see a review for this game?
Very soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Alex.
No problem.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no problem.
Standing by, we have Ryan Davis and Greg Mueller of Mega Man ZX for the DS. Before that, we got to pause for a word from our sponsor.
Today's episode of On the Spot is brought to you by Company of Heroes.
And we're back. Thank you. Greg Mueller, you came by with Mega Man ZX for the DS.
I did.
Now, this is another in the long and storied history of Mega Man games not about Mega Man.
Exactly, yeah.
So we have, who are the characters that we're playing as this time around?
Well, there's actually two new characters. There's Vent and Isle. Isle is actually a girl. It's the first time you can play a girl character in the Mega Man games. You can choose either one of them when you start out. They're both a little bit different. Vent is a little bit stronger. Isle is a little bit faster. And you're basically couriers, and you're transporting this shipment of biometal, which is what allows you to turn into these freaky, powered up versions of sort of Mega Man characters. So it's kind of a cross. It's got a lot of elements from the Mega Man Zero games from the GBA, and it also plays a bit like Mega Man X game. But
I see you have the energy sword as opposed to...
Got the energy sword, got the blaster.
Okay, then you have the blaster there. All right.
Got the blaster, and then you can switch into your human form, which you don't want to do in combat, but sometimes when you're in towns or whatever, you got to switch into human form so that people will actually talk to you and help you out.
So you kind of freak people out when you're this big, buffed up
exactly.
anime robot?
Yeah.
I mean, what sort of boss characters are we looking at? What's like the theme this time around?
Well, there's a whole bunch of different stuff. I really haven't explored a heck of a lot of the world yet. It plays a lot like a Metroid game, actually, even to the extent that you have these colored doors that restrict where you can go, but it's pretty much just an open world that you can explore as you want to.
I see the little helmet robots. Those are obviously classic Mega Man. Any other kind of recognizable icons, characters?
Not that I've really seen so far. This is about it. But like I said, I haven't really gotten that far into the game yet. So
which character are you playing as right now?
I'm playing as Vent in my ZX form, which is the strongest form with the saber and the blaster.
Okay. What other forms do you have?
There's also the human form, like I showed just a minute ago, and in addition to that, there's a Z form, which is, it's an X form, which is just basically like your Mega Man character. You don't have a saber, you just have a blaster, and you can run and jump and stuff like that.
What are you doing here with this guy?
I'm fighting this giant. I believe these guys are called Me-Tools or Metals or something like that. I'm sure somebody out there will tell us exactly what they're called. Yeah, but I'm just fighting this huge guy, and this guy actually isn't even a boss. This is just a character that you run into at random during the level. But there are boss fights in the game as well, of course, which are much tougher.
Now, this is for the DS. What sort does it make any use of the touchscreen?
No, not at all. You can actually use the touchscreen in some of the menu screens, but that's about it for the touchscreen functionality in the DS.
Rich Gallup, what do the folks at home want to know about Mega Man ZX?
I have a question that ties in wonderfully from Clayton Schultz. He's in Ontario. How many bosses are there, and how different are they?
I'm not sure how many bosses there are, but I've fought quite a few so far, and I'm only a few hours in. I've fought a character who's pretty much like a doppelganger of myself, who is pretty tough. I fought giant robots, all kinds of stuff like that. The boss characters tend to be pretty huge, like that Me-Tool or whatever that I just fought. They take up the whole screen, and they can be pretty tricky, but you're also pretty powerful. So,
Rich, one last question.
Last question is from Dominic in Muirfield, England. Is the game as hard as the others in the Mega Man X series?
Good question.
It is actually pretty tough, but there are multiple difficulty settings, so you should be able to find one. This is on the normal setting, and I die plenty of times, but luckily I haven't just yet.
Had a good run. Well, let's cut you off before you break that run, Greg.
Sure.
The game is Mega Man ZX. Thanks for coming by and showing it to us.
Sure, no problem.
And next up, we've got something else. With lots and lots of cursing.
Yeah, we do. Right now, we are joined by Justin Calvert, who's brought with him the Xbox version of Scarface, The World Is Yours. And before we show the game or hear the game, we gotta say it's got naughty words in it. So if you're affected by such things, stop watching.
Filthy.
It's skip over that screen so we can show the game, Justin.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Justin Calvert, the game is Scarface.
It is.
What can you tell us about it?
What do you want to know?
So it's got Al Pacino in it, I see, unlike The Godfather.
It has, yeah. And it's so basically it's instead of following the events of the movie or just being kind of loosely based on the movie, it actually takes place directly after the movie.
But Scarface died. Tony Montana dies in the Scarface, Justin.
Okay, so I'll rephrase. It takes you get to rewrite the beginning of the movie by basically fighting your way out of the mansion shootout.
Okay.
And so at this point, so what happens then is you fight your way out of the mansion and you lose everything. Like you actually get to see this screen with your character which shows all of your assets, and you just watch them all go down to zero. You're like a nobody. And so then about 3 months later, you're just kind of getting back on your feet. And I've gone through a couple of missions now, so that I've got like my mansion back and that kind of thing. And now I'm going after a guy called Casper Gomez, who is throwing a party in his penthouse, and I'm about to crash it and make a mess.
So you're just going to crash it, like knock over some bottles,
I'm going to knock over all kinds of stuff, and I'm going to be swearing a lot as I do it.
Oh, you're going to shoot dudes.
I'm going to shoot dudes.
He's going to be knocking over dudes.
And so as I do it, so the thing in the bottom right is my balls meter.
Okay.
Is there a your word meter too?
And so I'm locking onto these enemies right now, and then after I'm locking on, I'm just kind of tweaking my aim to get headshots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So to keep looking.
And you're getting shot a lot?
I am getting shot, and I'm going to die, man. Come on.
This game seems difficult.
No, it really isn't.
Okay.
I'm making it look real difficult right now.
You got look, balls plus 50 there.
Yeah,
Nicely done.
that's because I remembered to hit the taunt button while I was shooting.
Oh, look at that word right there! Are you serious? Are you serious? Did you just say that?
Okay, let me try that again.
All right, you try that again. And Ryan Davis, hit us with some questions.
Justin K. from Minnesota wants to know how many guns are there?
I don't know how many there are in the full game. Like right now at the start, we've only got like a kind of submachine gun and a pistol, and then one of the guys I'll hopefully manage to kill this time is going to drop a shotgun. But I know you get like the full-on like big assault rifles and stuff, and rocket launchers and all the stuff you'd pretty much expect.
The gun from the end of the movie.
Yeah, I think actually that's just known as Tony's little friend in the game or something.
Clever.
Speaking of which, Kevin Darnell, actually everyone wants to know: is there any way to make him say hello to my little friend?
Yeah, one of his taunts. See, I don't have sound right now, so I can't hear what he's saying.
Tell us about the taunts.
So I'm taunt. So as I taunt these guys, basically as I taunt, that's considered like a ballsy thing to do. So that gets my rage up. I can't believe I'm going to die again. That gets my rage up, and then when I trigger my rage, I go into a blind rage mode where I'm invincible. It's first person, and every time I shoot someone, I get health back.
Oh, there you go. And there it is again. M-rated.
That's
M-rated.
What?
M-rated.
That's just crazy.
Ryan Davis.
This isn't. I'm making it look way harder than it is.
Justin, we're going to let you stay towards the end of the show.
I want to know about that tiger.
Yeah.
Why is there a tiger?
I think he has pet tigers or something, doesn't he?
Movie, I'm pretty sure.
There's another thing where I think someone hands him a catalog in one of the cutscenes, and he asks if he can order a tiger from it.
All right. Did you say so?
There you go.
So it must be the Sears Christmas catalog. Yeah. That's where I get all my tigers.
Johnny Estes from Oakton wants to know how are the characters voice acting, and is Tony voiced by Al Pacino?
He is voiced by Al Pacino. And, although I think maybe some of the stuff was done by a sound-alike or something. I'm not entirely sure. But it's really good.
So you're fooled either way.
I'm totally fooled. Yeah.
Now, you were saying, Justin, earlier, you weren't sure about this. I don't know if you looked it up or not, but about how you couldn't kill pedestrians in this game. Did you check that,
you can't. I haven't checked it out since we spoke earlier, but I'm pretty sure, that there's a thing where, basically because Tony's character wouldn't do that. He, regardless of the fact that he's not a particularly good guy, he does have his own kind of moral code and a set of ethics or whatever. You can't just go around and kill people at random. That's not what he's about. So
doesn't look like there are too many people that aren't killable around here.
No, I think there are a bunch of models in here that you can't kill somewhere.
Sure.
Does it basically just not let you pull the trigger when you have them targeted, or?
I haven't even tried.
Well, let's go find some. While you do that, we'll go to the end game of the show here. All right, Justin. You
okay, I'm just going to keep shooting and try and get my rage
nice
meter
swears
up.
are sprinkled
Fill up that balls meter.
Oh, I don't break them for nobody. There you go. There's someone right there.
See, I can't. Okay, so I definitely can't lock on, and you
actually can't. But apparently the bad guys can shoot him. All right.
Surely you must get grenades or something at some point.
Question
you just
answer.
get a grenade nearer.
The game is Scarface. The world is yours. We're going to let Justin keep building up his rage meter. But first, last week we gave away 5 copies of NHL 2K7 for the Xbox 360. Ben Bishop from 2K Sports was here and asked a trivia question and everything. Remember that, Ryan Davis?
Sure, just like it was yesterday.
Yeah, except it was a week ago. And the trivia question was multiple choice. It was who was the MVP of the NHL last year? And the answer is multiple choice. And the answer was Coverboy Joe Thornton, of course. And the 5 people to do so correctly who will win themselves copies of NHL 2K7 for the Xbox 360 are Adam Woolcott of Arizona, probably a Coyotes fan, I guess. Lorraine Figueroa of New Jersey.
Where?
Devils, maybe. Catherine Gastoni. Sorry, Catherine of British Columbia. Go Canucks. Dario Cruz of New York. I'm going to say Dario's an Islanders fan because forget the Rangers. And finally, Stephen Long of Ontario. Go Leafs. And you like the art there, Ryan Davis, where it's Joe Thornton symbolically looking away from his Bruins jersey towards the Hart Trophy there that got him the MVP.
I don't even know what that was. It was like white noise you just said.
Yeah,
I have no idea what any of that means, dude.
Joe Thornton was the best player on the Bruins. And they traded him away very wisely. Oh, so wisely. But yeah, congratulations. You will get your games soon. Let's give away some stuff. Jeff Gersman.
Yeah.
You were on vacation.
I went on vacation.
You got some loot on vacation.
I did. A game developer friend of mine passed me these crazy T-shirts. I got a grip of T-shirts on stash. I don't even have them here today because I don't want anyone to steal them. But we're going to give these T-shirts away. Some of them came from various E3s and stuff like that. I think there's an N-Gage shirt in there. I don't want to brag.
Awesome.
I don't want to get it.
We're going to stuff them in the Konami bag. Konami bags that I
so we'll stuff a bag full of T-shirts.
Yeah, maybe 2 bags.
Or a bag full of shirts there and
to one person.
To one person.
If you want to win something on GameSpot, on the spot here on GameSpot, you have to be a paid subscriber. You have to switch over to the trivia forum there, drop down box, choose question 1, and prepare to answer the following multiple choice.
You also have
question.
to have a full balls meter.
Okay.
To win.
Well, if you have that and are ready for the question, here it is. Jeff, we'll let you read this one.
All right. What's a reasonable price for a T-shirt? A, free. B, $14.95. C, $24.95. Or D, $92.
Now, Jeff, why is $92 a choice?
I spent a long time on my vacation, doing some shopping, both online and off, just out and about doing whatever. And there was some T-shirts that some people out there charging $92.
Who sells a $92 T-shirt? Is it made of solid gold?
That Pharrell guy.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like 3 in the morning. I'm looking like this T-shirt's $92, and I got really outraged. I was like, who the hell would charge $92 for a T-shirt? And then I just went the other way on it, and I was like, whatever, man. I'm gonna pay $92 for the T-shirt. Forget that. They can't tell me what to. And then
that makes total sense.
Yeah. And then it all just caught up with me. Almost as like, okay, what? No, this is all crazy. And then I went immediately to sleep. I was like, I gotta get away from this right now. So so I did not spend $92 for the T-shirt, which I think that rules out one of the answers.
So we'll find out the answer next week, and we'll bring in the T-shirts. Hopefully,
we'll show the shirts. I'll remember them. I got them
from the
stashed.
developer friend of yours.
Yeah.
Awesome. We also need to mention that still ongoing on the site is our Call of Duty 3 competition. Look for that. There's links to it all over the place. You can win a trip to New York to play Call of Duty 3 before anyone. And also come back tomorrow for another episode of Tournament TV. It's our last Counter-Strike tournament where the winners get to come to GameSpot after hours and mess it up there for $1,000.
They get to get busy.
Yeah, be there. 4 o'clock tomorrow, I do believe. Ryan Davis.
Hey!
Did you have a great show today?
It was pretty good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a great show. Thanks, man. Star Wars, that would look good.
That does. That game looks awesome.
Yes.
I'm still holding out for Lego Star Wars Empire at War, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And Justin, I'm sure, appreciated FIFA 07.
I did, yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
How's that balls meter?
It's full. I'm
Is
ready.
It? Do it. Rage, dude.
I'm going to rage right now.
Go, rage.
I get health back every time I kill someone. And actually, it's really hard to miss as well. You barely need to aim at them.
And I'm sure you're saying terrible things as well during all this?
I expect so.
Can you just say balls meter one more time?
Balls meter.
Thank you.
There you go.
Can you also say homies one more time?
Okay, homies.
Thank you, Justin.
Now, when this game ships into PAL territories, will it be the bollocks meter?
It should be.
All right, then. Justin, thanks for coming by. We'd like to thank LucasArts and EA for coming by with both of their games. We'd like to thank Aconi Games for letting us debut the trailer for Parabellum. That game looks awesome. Hopefully, Justin, you will be playing it on the show soon, someday.
I hope so.
Soon. And Alex and Greg Mueller, they did a great job. Jeff, Ryan, good show. Welcome back, Jeff.
It's good to be back.
All right, we'd like to thank the crew for doing a phenomenal job, as always. And, of course, all of you for watching. We'll catch you next week right here on The Spot. Oh, it's terrible.
That wasn't even close.